away.
Set feet. Bang!
What game is this? This is incredible.
Hook. Delightful. Wow.
Too strong.
Now Melbourne goes, and Melbourne gets the bucket. Circus basketball to roof.
Cole! Yes!
It's your Thursday night hoops here in Perth, and we're at the Bendat Basketball Centre, and it is absolutely buzzing. The Perth Lynx are back at home, looking to bounce back after a tough weekend as they take on Jade Melbourne and the UC Capitals. Can the Lynx protect their spot on the ladder, or will the Capitals spoil the party? It's WNBL action live on 9 Now, your home of WNBL hoops. Good evening, everybody. I'm Todd Morris, thrilled to be bringing you all the action tonight. And joining me is someone who knows all about the big moments in basketball. WNBL champion and 240-game WNBL superstar of the Southside Flyers, Alice Koenig. Welcome.
Thanks, Todd. It's really great to be here on a Thursday night. We love a bit of Thursday night hoops. It's two opposite ends of the ladder here. You've got Perth up the top and Canberra down the bottom. But if history is to repeat itself, the last time these two teams played, it was just 2 points that were in the decider of this moment in Canberra. And I'm sure that the Capitals will be looking to bounce back and get this one on the road.
Yeah, that was a thrilling one, wasn't it? Annalie Maley, that baseline jumper was unbelievable. But first, let's take a look at the ladder. It's such a tight competition. Round 7 last night, Geelong, they stormed their way home. They move all the way up to 4th position. They got the victory over you guys, Alice. Now, tonight, it's a pivotal game for the Capitals. A win here could see them move all the way up to equal 5th, alongside the Flames and Flyers, who are on 3 wins, keeping the season alive. As a player, it must be absolutely nerve-wracking to see the ladder this close.
It is, but I think, you really try and not look too closely at the ladder, and you really try and look at the bigger picture, and it's how you improve every single week. And for the Capitals, what do they need to do to get over that line? I think for them, they need to put together a full 40-minute game here tonight, and that will see them move up. But, you try not to look too deeply into the ladder. You've just got to really think bigger picture and how do we improve every week.
Let's take a look at the week ahead. Round 7 set to be a good one. Last night, it was Geelong in overtime getting up over the Southside Flyers, but tonight we've got this game, and then obviously the Spirit, they take on the Fire in a top 4 clash. That's set to be an absolute big one. Then Geelong and Flames, another tight contest. That should be a good one as well. And then on Sunday, all eyes will be on Adelaide after a sudden departure of their coach, Nat Hurst. The Lightning take on 8th place Capitals in a game where you'd expect a fired up response from the Lightning. That should be a good one. But tonight, there's so much to talk about. Let's dig into this action. The Perth Lynx, they're under pressure. Back-to-back losses to Bendigo and Sydney. They'll be desperate to avoid a 3rd defeat here. Sunday's performance raised a few concerns on the offensive end. Their field goals 34%, 35% from free throw, and turnovers 22 turnovers, 32 points against in that category. That must be tough. What are the changes they're going to make at the offensive end?
We know that they really shoot well at home, and they love the Perth ring. So I'm sure they're going to just come out and just stick to their game plan. They've just got to stay confident. They are a team that shoot a lot of threes. They get out in transition. Obviously, when you're tired, you've got heavy legs, you've back-to-back travel, back-to-back games. That's when your three-point shot can really go. But I think they've got to stay true to their work, stay true to the way they play. They've had a couple of days to prepare, recover, get back on the training track. But I think they need to continually look inside and just keep flying that floor.
Yeah, they certainly do. It was their 3rd game within 7 days against Sydney, and you can't help but wonder that obviously that contributed to that field goal percentage. But a player that really needs to stand up tonight for the Perth Lynx is Annalie Maley. She's been amazing this season, 12.8 points per game, 10.9 rebounds per game, averaging a double-double. What's it like matching up against someone like Annalie Maley?
Oh, she's incredible. She's really tough to guard. And what's really helped Annalie is just she's added so much to her offensive game. She's been able to shoot the 3 ball really well this season. She's shot the ball so confidently. Obviously, all that work in the off-season and representing Australia at the Olympics has really helped her game. But we know she's such a beast on the board. She's just always doing the little things for her team. She's an absolute superstar. So she can start this game strong and get out early. It's going to go a long way for them getting this win tonight.
For the Caps, a little bit of a different story for them. They're coming off a fresh 8-day break. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments they can make. We're about to get this one underway. The players are set. The officials are almost ready. We see Jade Melbourne on screen. She's had an absolute great season. 16.9 points per game, 5 rebounds and 6 assists. She's got to be a nightmare out there.
Yeah, she is. She's such a talent, and she really plays above her years. She's so aggressive in the offensive end. She sees the floor, and she defends really well. And I know that she's going to really provide her leadership to get the win for this team tonight.
Well, here she is with ball in hand, set to get things underway. Hovard at the top, looking to go low. Amihia got a hand in there. Poch down low. Collier going to work off the glass. Maley with the rebound of the game. Of course, Maley just hitting the board so early.
And that's a great defensive possession by Emily Maley. She's undersized in that 4 position as Mila lets one fly early and Maley trying to get that rebound. But if Canberra can really exploit their size on the offensive end and they can get the ball in size, and they're just so long, Canberra. They've got so much length around them as Amihe gets that really nice steal. But if they can exploit Perth on the defensive end, they'll be looking really good.
Sowa with a great drive and floater, and it counts. First points of the night to Mila Sowa, who's had a great season, averaging 16 points per game. He's the leader for the Lynx. Here's Collier at the top.
Yeah, we saw Mila have a good season last season, but she's just really gone from strength to strength in the off season. She just suits this Perth system so well. She flies the floor in transition. She's so confident and she shoots the ball really well.
Wilson, now Amihia has to take on Collier today. Lost the ball on that occasion. Hovard in transition here, looking for something. Finds Poch, just out of reach. That one will go out of court. It'll be Lynx ball.
And that's back-to-back turnovers for the Canberra Capitals. And this is the growth of this team. They've got such young players, but this is when they've really got to learn. You know, they've got to step up and they've got to show their leadership and take the moments of these games.
Wilson looking for some relief. Finds Sowa. Amihia wasn't a great feed. It was parried away. Sowa back with it. Got the screen there, then went down low. Collier caught reaching. That'll be her first personal for the night.
And that was great defense for the majority of that possession. She had a stun to the first one, and it's just that little reaching foul, which can go a long way in the game. We've seen her get in foul trouble in these games, so she's got to try and stay in the game for this team.
Maley with a great find to Wilson, but just couldn't quite finish. Potches away down the floor, so quick, coast to coast, missed that lane. Amihia doing the same in return. Blocked at the last moment, foul. Amihia will go to the line for 2.
And Amihia gets that block down one end, picks the ball off the rim and goes straight down coast to coast. And that's where Canberra have really got to get in front of her, take a charge or make her kick it up to somewhere else.
147 points in transition for this Lynx team. They're so good at that. They must be so hard to match up against when they're running the floor.
Oh, they are. They've got shooters all over the floor, and they've got everyone that can shoot the ball with such confidence, and they're given that green light. We know that Ryan Petrick's teams like to play really quick in the first 8 seconds of the offense. So if they're getting and they've got one look at the ring and they're open, they're letting it fly.
Amihia makes no mistake on both of those. They now lead by 4. So a nice start here for the Lynx. They'll be happy with that. Jade Melbourne. Gorman with the job on Melbourne. Screen came across. Melbourne had a bit of freedom. Amihia came to play help D, but knocked that one away out of court. It'll still be Cap's ball.
And she's been really active on the defensive end. She's had 2 stops. She's had a steal. She's had a block. And she's such a long player.
Melbourne. Horvat. Looking to go down low. Great cut by Babongi. Outlet, Collier. One off the back iron. Horvat did well to crash the glass. Now straight up with it. Wore the contact. Basket goes in. No foul called. And that's the first one for the Caps.
Great offensive rebound by Horvat. She's undersized in that 4 position, but she plays so strong. And if she can keep attacking the glass for her team, just getting those cheap 2 little points, it's a great start by her.
So driving. Went up with that one. Just off the back of the iron. Melbourne advances the ball quickly. Babongi in the keyway. Up and under. Horvat on the glass. Turnover. Here come the Lynx. Gorman for 3. No. Wilson battling away. Did well to get the offensive glass there. They'll get a second opportunity here. Shot clock at 10. Wilson pulling up, and it's good.
And that's what's so hard when you play a team like Perth, because they shoot the ball so quickly in the offense. You're almost not generally set to get the defensive rebound. So you've got to be really aware when you're playing a team that likes to shoot a lot of threes that you've got to block out on the defensive end.
Bongi pulling up, missing on that one. Wilson, Maley, again, they move it quickly. Outside look just doesn't quite hit for Gorman. And Mejia crashing the glass. Another offensive rebound and some more second chance points for the Lynx.
I really like what Mejia brings to this Perth Lynx team. She finds her moments really well.
Melbourne finding Hobart. Good dart to the basket, and even better find by Melbourne. Good offense there, Alice.
And that's great by the Canberra Capitals, and I think that's what they need to do. They need to move the ball from side to side. They need to get inside and outside touches and make this Perth Lynx team play defense.
Mejia from the outside. You don't see that every day. And that goes in. Paul Goris, he's called a timeout. He's seen enough. He's got to make some adjustments defensively.
Yeah, I mean, they've had good looks in offense, but they probably just haven't been sharp enough. And on the defensive end, they've really let Perth get exactly what they want. They haven't blocked out, and that's where they've got to regroup, re-huddle. Okay, what do we do? What can we control? We can control our effort, how we know the scout. And I mean, that was a tough three by Mejia there. But if they can go in and they can just really settle into their defensive scout and their principles, and then they'll get flying on the offensive end.
Now make sure you stay powered with Signet, Australia's favourite power bank. Keep your devices charged and never miss a moment. Visit signet.com to find your perfect power bank. Well, it's going to take some power for the Caps to come back from this one. Little deficit down at the moment. Been a good start though. They have shown some good things.
They have really shown some good things. I think it's just those couple of little turnovers that they had at the start. They have had some good looks. It's just they've been active on the defensive end, the Perth Lynx have. And then down the other end, it's just those blocking out things, those little cheapy fouls that just lead to another two-point shot. But if they can regroup now, exactly like I said, run offense where it makes Perth play defense. Perth Lynx don't generally want to play 24 seconds of defense. They want to play really quick. They want to get you into their style of game. So if you can wear them down and play them in the half court, they can't get out and run in transition.
Munger onto the floor for the first time tonight. There's Melbourne. Mabongi, the 17-year-old, finds Munger. Back out to Melbourne. Looking to cross over with Gorman. Collier down low, stolen away. Here's Maley, moves it quickly, finds Sowar, who goes hard to the hoop. It was off the iron, no contact. Looks like the ball's going to stay down this end. It was off hands in the end. And again, just so quick in transition. We talk about Ryan Petrick's offense, and we just see another example of it here. They're just looking to move.
They are. They just fly the floor on the offensive transition. They just have their heads up really early. And unlucky there for Collier. She picks up that second foul, and that's where that first foul is so important for Collier. Just those two little reaching. There isn't much in those fouls, but now she has to sit down, and now they don't have that inside presence. But for the Perth Lynx, I've really been impressed with the way they've packed the paint. They know they're undersized on the defensive end. Canberra have size on them, but I love the way they've defended them so far. They've been really active on the defensive end, getting steals, getting hands to possessions, and then being able to fly the floor.
Amy Alwell onto the floor. Great to see her back in action. Her third game back. It's been a bit of a slow start, but I think we should see some good offensive production from her today as Potch drives. Munger on the outside for three, tries. Wilson rips down the rebound. And again, the Lynx team looking to move it quickly. Wilson. Now on the top of the key. Looking for the handoff. Atwell in the corner. Has to take on Potch. They'll reset things. 9 on the shot clock. And Mejia tried to thread the pass through to Atwell, but they ran out of room. It'll be a turnover. Caps ball.
And that was a good curl by Amy Atwell. It's so hard to defend Amy because she is such a good shooter. So a lot of times teams are trailing her on the curl, and she uses the big's body to get to the rim, and it was just a little bit too much sauce on that pass there.
Melbourne to the hoop, misses that one. Wilson finding Atwell quickly in trance. Here's Maley. Wilson driving. That one just doesn't quite fall. Caps need a basket here. All 4 of their points have come through Hobart, who's currently on the bench. Munger went up with it and won. Yes, points are good. She'll go to the line for the extra.
Aggressive take by Nicole Munger there. She just got the defense up and about, was able to finish strong there. And her presence off the bench is so good for the Canberra Capitals. She is such a great shooter. So if she comes on confidently, gives them, 6, 8 points coming off the bench in those first early moments of the game, it just keeps the scoreboard ticking over for this Canberra Capitals team. We know they can score. They average nearly 80 points per game. And it's just about getting that done on the defensive end.
You're right, a lot of their woes have come from their defense rather than their offense. They can score at will. Here's a me here. Gorman for 3. In and out.
And they were lucky to get away with that, with Steph Gorman missing that 3, but that's a defensive breakdown. She's a great 3-point shooter. You can't give her those early looks.
Caps looking to answer back from the outside. Tofayano. There'll be a call here for a hook. It'll be against the Lynx. So the Caps ball. They'll get a fresh 14. Let's see if we can see this here on the replay. There it was in the rebound contest. Clinch Hoykart getting that one away. Munger went up with it. Didn't like it. Out to Bauer, but that one missed. Tofayano underneath. Did well. Off the window, and it's good.
Great job by Ella Tofayano there. She's such a big presence in the inside there. And she just does so well off the bench for this team.
Wilson was lightning quick on that drive, but didn't make it. Off hands in the end. The Lynx will retain possession. They'll have 14 seconds to work their magic. Inbounds pass was a tough look. Off hands, they'll get it again. Restart things. Clinch Hoykart at the top. And me here for 3. That one no good. A little bit of confidence from the first one that went down. Munger in transition. Great pass by Melbourne to find Munger. And Munger has 4 all of a sudden.
And that's the spark that the Canberra Capitals need off the bench. They are struggling to score right now, but having her come in and just be really aggressive, confident, she plays really tough defense just like we see there, and she gets after the rebounds. That's the energy that this team really needs right now.
She's certainly been the X factor in this game. Melbourne tried to get that pass through. It was off the foot in the end, foot violation. It will come back. Saw this pass from earlier. Oh, there was the foot violation, apologies. Melbourne at the top, Gorman guarding her. Behind the head pass, it ended up getting to its intended target in the end. Munger, no good. Got a foul down low here. Potentially against Atwell. We'll have a look at this on the replay.
And Perth just switching that on ball there. Anamihi coming out on that one. Great job by Munger. She just raised her up. She was unlucky to miss the layup, but I like the way she took that against Amihi, and she was able to use her body. And great job by Ella to stay in the rebounding count.
Melbourne on the baseline. Firing that one. All there. Jump ball awarded. Will go in favour of the Lynx.
It's been a bit scrappy this first half. It's just like both teams are really trying to find their flow and their rhythm in this game. But I think it's the defense that's really trying to make it hard for both teams. Perth are trying to play that up-tempo style where Canberra are trying to keep it in the half court there. So which team can settle into their offense and find their rhythm, that's really going to open up the game for them.
Melbourne high up on Sowar. Mejia electing to drive, saw the open lane. Got up, and put that one off the window. Mejia, great start to this game. She currently has 9. Tofayano at the top. Handoff, Potch. All about the deep 2. Mejia has Sowar in transition. Holding on to it, showed the fake, drew the foul. We'll go to the line for 2. Mejia has been such an exciting player to watch in this league. Selected at number 8 in the 23 WNBA draft. Went to the Atlanta Dream. Of course, had a great Olympics campaign with Canada. resource.
I like the way she's fitted into this Perth Lynx system. I know I've mentioned that before, and the way she's come into this system and found her way. And they do generally shoot a lot of threes, the Perth Lynx, and she's just found her little niche in this team. She gets on the offensive glass. She's long on the defensive end. She can pick the ball up off the defensive end and fly the floor. We've seen that. We've seen her do that multiple times. So she's been a great addition to this Perth Lynx team.
Hand off, Potch. Now Hovard back on the floor. Tried from the elbow, no good. And we've got a foul here in transition. That'll go against Munga.
And that'll send the Perth Lynx to the line, and that's what we were talking about with those early cheap fouls, and that's sending, you know, that's two easy cheap points there for Mila. So that's where they've got to have that foul discipline.
First one's good. In career best form at the moment, averaging 17.3 points per game. It was amazing against Bendigo. It was a real shining light for the Lynx in that tough loss. Munga on the outside, no good. Hovard did well. Offensive rebound, looking to get the points. Couldn't quite. Amihia rips that one down. It's down the floor quickly. Drop off pass to Atwell. Ball stolen. Now going the other way. Now Potch. I think we've just got a wet spot on the floor there. The Lynx will be unhappy with that one. They're out in transition.
Yeah, but we see just both teams. I think the defense is doing really well, getting hands into things. But both teams have just got to be better with the ball. They've got to look after the ball and really just secure it. Get their spacing right. I think Canberra have got to look to utilise just better spacing, and that will help limit their turnovers on the offensive end.
Bailey, now Atwell, pulling up quickly, the quick release. Just short.
I thought that went through.
It almost looked like that, didn't it? It hit the bottom of the net.
And there's another turnover in transition for the Canberra Capitals, and I'm sure Jade would want that one back. She had the right idea. She saw her running Potch down the floor, but she just needs that little bit of poise and realise where the defence is.
He's going to swing the ball here, back to the top. Maley.
We see Canberra in a zone now, which opens the floor up to three-point shooters, so they have to know where someone like Amy Atwell and Steph Gorman is.
Sowar driving, great defense by Munga. Fell in the lap of Sowar, who finished it in the end. Unfortunate for Munga, because that was great D.
That was great defense by Nicole Munga, just unlucky there, but great job for Mila to stay in the play and finish with an easy two.
Melbourne got some relief on the screen. Now into Potch, taking on Atwell. Found a way. Ball just didn't quite drop. Only seconds left here. Sowar, corner. Gorman, no good. Hovard has it. Trying from three-quarter court, and it's just short. What a great first turn that was. The Lynx, they'll go into this one with a 10-point lead as they lead 20-10. Make sure you join us for all the action, as this one is just heating up.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. 5 spins. Let's go. 1, 2. Adrian, faster. Come on, 3. We want Willow to win this. Come on. Go, Hayden. Cooper's just slowing down a little bit because Hayden's just not going to go here. Right now, do another 5 spins. Another 5 spins. Sign Lynx ball on the grab here. Hayden, you're going to have to speed this along, buddy. We want Willow to get it. You go. You're going to do 4. Now just lay up. Just do a lay up. That's what you're going to do. First one to get it wins the sign Lynx ball. Oh, Cooper! He's done it. Give it up for Cooper. As if we're not going to get the 10-year-old Willow one as well. You both get sign Lynx ball. Congratulations. Give it up for Cooper. Well done, Hayden. Relations forward. You're going to start your journey to future started by doing a forward of the movement program in you. Well done, Coops. The needs to be looked after. Hey, just a reminder, if Letitia dunks tonight, somebody who was a fully catered 18 person suite at RAC Arena for the upcoming Gracie A-Woods concert, thanks to Venue West, that would go on. Also big game tonight, but we've got an HBF Stadium game on the 23rd versus Geelong United. Here we go, big second quarter.
Welcome back to Bendat Basketball Arena. It is the Thursday night hoops here on 9 now. It is the Perth Lynx leading this one by 10, 20-10. And they've been amazing, Koenig. They've found a way to score on offense, even though they're only shooting at a clip of 31% at the moment.
Yeah, they have, and that's what's really so special about this Perth Lynx team. They've only shot the 3 ball at 12%, but they've still found ways to score, and a lot of that comes from Amihe. She's got 10 points, 3 of 4 from the field, 2 of 2, and 50% from the three-point line, but she's been rebounding and flying the floor there. So great start by the Perth Lynx, and on the other end, the Canberra Capitals have just got to find ways to score, and they've got to stop the transition to Perth Lynx.
Well, Sowa for 3. They're going to get firing that 3 ball. To reset things here. Morel going hard at the hoop. Scoring in the end. Off the window. That was a tough effort, and some more second chance points. That's 8 second chance points at the moment.
Yeah, the offensive rebounds is really killing them here for the Canberra Capitals. They're doing a really good job at actually defending the 3-point line and making them shoot tough shots, as we see Nadia Poch there. They are getting them to shoot tough shots. It's just those second effort things, blocking out, getting the rebound, getting the loose balls, that's really hurting them here.
So driving, spinning. So wow. What a great finish.
She's so crafty. We know that she used her body so well in the offensive end. She was able to do a nice little spin move there and finish strong.
Bauer in Hovard in the pick and roll situation. Hovard to the hoop. That one just didn't quite drop. Hovard had the hot hand early, but missing the last couple of looks. So now Wilson. Gorman from the outside. That one's no good. And again, another offensive glass here for the Lynx. Coming off the back of a 3-point miss. Pass was wayward. Now to Wilson at the top. Shot clock at 1. And a deep 2. A 3. Apologies, I thought the foot was on the line, but that's another triple and more second chance points. That's 11 now.
Yeah, and like I said, they've done a good job of defending the 3-point line. Steph Gorman's 0-5 or 0-4 from the 3-point line. It's just the second chance. They've got to get the rebounds, as we see Horvat going for that easy layup there. But that's where they've got to knuckle down. They've got to block out. So turn, block your man out, then go get the ball. Don't try and out-jump them.
Maley with an unbelievable pass down low. Gorman couldn't quite finish that one under the hoop.
Steph Gorman just smiling there. She just missed an easy bunny, but great find there by Annalie Maley. She's so unselfish in the way. Maley hasn't even had a shot attempt for the game. And I think the growth of Maley is she's not trying to force things. She's playing within the offense, and she's finding her teammates.
Well, there's that shot attempt. Unfortunately, it doesn't quite fall. Melbourne advancing it quickly to Munga. They go to the corner. Babongi for 3. Maley crushing the glass with authority. It's off hands in the end. Let's have a look at that 3 attempt. But Maley coming across here, so athletic. Must be a nightmare when you're in the keyway, Alice, and you see Maley coming through.
Oh, yeah, definitely. She's so good on the offense and defensive glass. She just hustles after absolutely every single possession she can. And so the key is really turning and facing her, just like I said, and blocking her out earlier. Don't try and out-jump Maley. She's so athletic, and she just has a knack for those rebounds.
Sometimes she just appears out of nowhere. There's Wilson. Foul down low. There's a bit of a tangle up. That'll be on Horvath. Let's have a look. We catch that on the replay. Just out of the screen there.
I think Chantal just got caught up there a little bit. She just needs to keep her hands out of that possession.
Wilson over the top. So me here. Handoff. Wilson driving, saw an opportunity, kick to the corner. So the extra pass. Shot no good.
Great extra pass by Steph Gorman there. She saved the ball from going out of court. And once again, you see Annalie Maley just getting a tip on that possession. She wasn't able to get it for her team, but just getting that tip on that possession, that's just such great hustle by Annalie.
It's Melbourne. Turnover.
And Perth have done such a good job of packing the paint. We spoke about how undersized they are against the Canberra Capitals team, but they've really packed the paint. They've forced them into really tough turnovers.
Great find for Potch, who finishes the work.
Much needed bucket for the Canberra Capitals there, and from Nadia Potch.
You almost see her, she was going back as relief as that one went in. Got a timeout on the floor here.
And sometimes when you're struggling to score, just to see that first basket go down, it just can kind of take the weight off your shoulders and it can ease you into the game. And then the game really opens up for you and you can get downhill on the rim, you can attack the floor, and just seeing that first basket for Nadia, hopefully she'll in for a really good game.
Make sure you're following along with all the live stats of today's game in the free WNBL app. You can also check out game highlights, team and player info, and more. Download it from the App Store today. Now, Koenig, I know you're on that all the time, right? Checking out your numbers, the WNBL app?
Absolutely not. I don't really look at stats and numbers during the season, kind of ever. I don't know, it's just not really ever been my thing. I just kind of try and play day to day and week to week within the season, and I think if your team's doing well, then you know your stats don't really matter, and it's all about your team winning.
The rest takes care of itself. Well, the UC Caps are up against it here. Now, their offense just started to click. It's a 7-4 run in this quarter. We see that basket there from Potch to make it the 4, but they've got to get something going on offense, don't they?
They do, and they're shooting 0 of 8 from the three-point line, so they've got to try and get the ball inside. We spoke about how they do have that height advantage inside, but they've had the turnovers, so now they've got to settle into their offense and get really good looks. So that starts with doing the little things, setting really good screens, being in the right place on the offensive end, and then finishing the possession.
So
And Canberra have just come out in a little bit of a press just to try and junk things up. They've got to try and get back possessions here on the defensive end and try and really force turnovers. That's probably not what they wanted, but Aniha used her body really well to get that too.
It's a brilliant pass over the top. Bongi at the top here. Hello, Hobart. Turnaround jumper, doesn't quite fall. Here. Wilson faked the handoff, then went back. Hobart tracked her really well. Looking for Atwell. It's cut off. Melbourne bounce past the Hobart in transition. A good bucket. I like it like those. And that's points number 8 for Hobart in this one.
And that's what Canberra needs to do. Get stops and run out in transition. Give Perth a little bit of a taste of their own medicine there.
And one on the pick and roll. A well-executed play as Maley darted to the basket. And me here with a great find. Let's look at this on the replay. How well executed is that?
That was a great pass by me here. Generally probably not known for her pick and roll action. She just came off. She realized they'd switched the play. And full credit to Maley. She kept the player underneath her. She was able to push her off and use her body, and she finished that really strong.
Convert the three-point opportunity. There it is. It's Maley's first points of the game. Now all of a sudden has 3. It'll be a quiet and quick accumulator. Collier back onto the floor. And 2 fouls early. Spent a little bit of time on the bench. Caps will be happy with her back on. Potch from deep, and it's good.
Great composure by Nadia Potch there. She looked to drive. She realized that she'd been cut off, and she just stayed strong in that. As then we see Maley come down the other end, and that's what we were talking about before the game. She's extended her range in her shooting. That wasn't a 3, but she has that 3-point range so much more consistently now in the game.
Good way pass there, doesn't quite fall. But Mihir keeps it in somehow. Maley, Melbourne did well to come up and trap. Atwell, great up fake, then drive, finger roll, fouled. Potch unhappy with it. She thought she was playing great D. Atwell just got enough contact. Let's look at this on the replay.
I think it was just that hand on the hip. But full credit to Letitia Omihe. She got another steal there. She's been so active on the defensive end, using her hands and really making Canberra Capitals second guess where they need to pass the ball.
Yeah, third steal of the game. Really accumulating, well, some good numbers. 12 points for me here as well as that. Well, puts those two away.
Got 7 rebounds as well. She's still out for a double-double in the first half.
Huge. Munga driving. Couldn't quite finish. And me here right on cue. Rips down another rebound. It's rebound number 8. Sowar driving this time. Off the window and one opportunity.
And that's Charlie Collier's 3rd foul there. She just needed to keep her hands up straight. She just, at the end of the possession, she put her hand down as we see here. Mila comes off, but she just puts that hand down at the end and clips Mila right at the end of that layup.
It's an 18-8 run in this quarter. Lynx just started to improve their field goal percentage and starting to show now on the scoreboard.
I think we see a technical foul there on the Canberra Capitals bench. You can hear Paul Goris is not happy with that call.
Of course, Paul Goris, 7th season at the UC Caps. He had a 2-year break where he was with the Atlanta Dream as an assistant coach, and he's now back. Championship winning coach too with the Caps. Great to see him back in the WNBL.
Yeah, it is great. He's got a wealth of experience of being in Atlanta for those couple of years, and I'm sure he's learned a lot. His experiences obviously with the Australian Opals and in Paris as well. So great to see a coach like that back in our league.
Wongi down low. Collier with the hook. Got the second opportunity. Couldn't finish. And Amia adds another rebound. That's number 9. Maley. Wilson. Atwell. From deep, real deep. And it's good. It tickles the twine. Paul Goris has called a timeout. He's going to make some changes and make them real quick.
Yeah, the Canberra Capitals just shooting the field goals from 27%. And as we see, Amy Atwell, Babongi just had her hands down there. And that's something she's going to learn through her experiences in this league is if you've got Amy Atwell in front of you, you cannot have your hands down. The old saying is hand down and man down. So Amy Atwell just realized that the hand was down and she let that one fly with confidence. And that's the Amy Atwell that we're used to seeing.
Calling all sports teams, say goodbye to the travel headaches and hello to CTM Sport. CTM are 100% committed to delivering excellence in our field. Leave the logistics to the travel experts so your athletes can focus on what they do best. Learn more at ctmsport.com.au. Talking about travel, this Lynx team are traveling on top of the ground at the moment. 43 points. Their leading scorer at the moment is Sowar with 14 and me here with 12. But as we see, Atwell just getting the party started with that deep 3, now has 5. Baskets coming from everywhere, Alice.
Yeah, they are, and we spoke about their 3-point percentage. They're only shooting 3 of 13 from the 3-point line, but in the 2-point range, they're getting to the rim, they're getting inside the key. They've got so many points in the key. They're shooting at 57% from the 2-point line. They're finding other ways to score, and that's where the Canberra Capitals have really got to lock down defensively. They're doing all the right things defending the 3-point line. It's that next line of defense and then blocking out and securing the possession.
Melbourne. Driving, wraparound pass to Poch. Out to the top. Back to Melbourne. 7 on the shot clock. Melbourne under pressure here. Good defense from the Lynx. 3 on the clock. Poch up with it. How did that go in?
Amazing finish by Poch there. The shot clock was running down. She was able to use her length and just scoop that one up.
Tofiano keeping that one in. Poch tried her best. Here's Melbourne. And a foul.
And that's where Jade is so good in transition. She often just shifts the defense. She looks like she's going to her left hand and then she just swings the ball back. And she's so quick in transition and so powerful to get to the rim.
Absolute headache. You see Melbourne entered the game, had the tape across the face. She had that cut obviously to the lip and now elected to take that off.
Yeah, Jade's a real trooper. Unfortunately, that cut on her lip was against me, so sorry, Jado, but such a trooper, able to come back into the game last week and then keep playing, so super impressed by Jade there.
She's had some big cuts this season. Maddie Rochi, your teammate, had a crazy one across the eye.
Ali Wilson's had one. There's been
Correct, yeah.
quite a few. Yeah, I've been really impressed the way players have had these cuts and then just been taped up and back out on the floor. We've got some real warriors in this league.
Expect nothing less from the WNBL. And the outside shot is good.
A much-needed three by Steph Gorman to go down for her. She was 0-5 from the three-point line, but I love that she just shot that one with such confidence, like she hadn't missed any.
Tofiano up with it. Got Amir in the air. She bit on the fake. No rebound comes. It's rebound number 10. Double-double in the first half for Amir here.
And a double dribble to go with that one too.
There you go.
I think she got a little bit unlucky on that one.
See on the fake there, that one there, Tofiano had her in the air. You then go at her straight away to draw the foul.
Yeah, I think Ella just needed to realise she had her up in the air and she needed to go at her body. She almost went away from the defence, and I think if she'd gone at her body, she would have got her in the foul thread.
I'm going to Potch. Bauer. Great pass down low. Tofiano on the roll. Finishing well.
That's great composure there by Ella. She got her up in the air again, and then she was able to finish strong.
Another 3 attempts. Atwell crushing the glass this time. Tried to keep it in, but there was nothing but caps. Here's Melbourne. Munga, corner. Yes, it's good.
Perth responding with a timeout here, and great job by the Canberra Capitals to get out in transition and run. They realised they had a man down, so they had to really fly the floor, and that's a great find by Jade Melbourne.
Of course, 2 minutes 20 left in the half. I hope Petrick calls a timeout. He's more strategic. Obviously, they're in a comfortable position in the game, but what is he looking at here? Is it more clock management for the next 2 minutes 20? Are they running a particular set, or what do you think they'd be doing here?
I think for sure it would be clock management. They've got a healthy 20-point lead there. They really want to keep that. And then just looking at different looks. Okay, how do we get other people involved in the game? What plays can we run that we might need in a final? Or how do we use different looks against this team? It's just exploiting the mismatches and seeing what's going to work for this team moving forward. Going into finals, going deep into the season, playing really tough competitors, and finding the different combinations that will always also work too.
It's easier to conquer your goals with the right support. Ford dealers back both Aussie Hoops and the WNBL and keep Aussie's families safe on the road with the Everest Sport. Make your first holiday stop your local Ford dealer and explore the Everest range today. So play set to get back underway after that Ryan Petrick timeout. Comfortable lead at the moment here for the Lynx. Wilson with ball in hand. Wilson to Atwell all alone. Open look. That was always going in.
Perfectly run play by the Perth Lynx. They used a little fake screen out there and they went into a Spanish action, and 2 players went, but you can't leave a player like Amy Atwell. You prefer to give up a 2-point shot at the rim and give up a 3 by Amy.
Like that one, Spanish action. For the layperson watching at home, could you explain that to us?
Yeah, so generally when you get into a Spanish pick and roll, you get a third person into the action, and that was
As Wilson goes quickly to the hoop and scoring that one.
So you set a pick and roll maybe at the top of the key, but then you get that third person to screen, and it generally confuses the defense there.
We saw exactly that, and Atwell had the open look. Bauer this time open, trying. And me here with that rebound. Atwell. See a really tall lineup here for the Lynx at the moment. Down low, Atwell trying to finish. And me here with the putback. Potch kept it in. Here's Melbourne. Great find. Open look. What a pass by Jade Melbourne.
Much needed bucket for the Canberra Capitals there. Great find by Jade.
Wilson, Atwell. Atwell's just heating up. That's 3 triples now. And this is the Amy Atwell we know. I don't want to go too early, but I think she's back.
She is. She's looking great out there. Shooting the ball with confidence. confidence has never been her issue, but
Melbourne, another great feed, finds Munger open in the corner. That one doesn't fall. Kept in. The Joy Cup did well.
and the Canberra Capital have only got Ala Tofiano on the offensive glass, so they've got to get all 4 plays on the offensive glass. I know they're trying to protect the transition because we know Perth can run so well in transition, but you've got to get someone else helping Ala in the offensive glass there.
We see a really tall lineup here from the Perth Lynx. What's it like with someone like Ali Wilson running the point? So versatile, but it must be such a tough matchup for teams when you're playing against them.
Oh yeah, Ali's such a great point guard, and she's so quick, the way that she can turn the corner and get downhill and score, but also she's a great passer as well. So she's a really tough matchup, and I think she really fits this Perth Lynx system really well.
Play a multitude of positions as well. Ryan Petrick really has a luxury. He can really change the lineup and shift things around quite quickly. There's me here at the line again.
I think that's the beauty of their system. They play almost like a 5-out system or a 1-out, 1-in, 4-out system. So anyone can handle the ball, and that's what he really wants in his teams.
Here's Melbourne, 10 seconds left in regulation for the half. Melbourne, 5-4, nearly stolen away. Perth, can they manufacture something here? We've got a foul. We're going to see Atwell to the line. What a veteran maneuver to put up that shot. Drawing the foul well. How good was this from Atwell? Lubongi, the 17-year-old, against Atwell. That was just experience come to the floor.
Yeah, and that was a great read by Amy Atwell there. She knew that she'd had her hands down, and she was just able to throw the ball up, get to the line.
Atwell makes the catch pay with both of those going down. It's points 12 and 13 for Atwell in the first half. Her highest score this season already. She is on fire. Those 3 triples from the outside were amazing. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with all the action after this.
Composure. Jackson blows the roof off. Wow.
It's LJ the GOAT.
There's Jackson again.
Oh, that's something that they're going to have to take care of business.
Through every heartache, through every cheer, we won't give up till the final buzzer. We've never been more ready.
Get closer to the game with the free WNBL app.
Clark with the N1.
Check out the fixture and grab your tickets.
What a finish to the third quarter.
Catch game highlights, stay connected to your favourite player or team, and follow live game stats. Anytime, anywhere.
Cole cracks 2 more.
The WNBL app is where it's at. Download now.
So we're here for the AIS camp, which is part of the She Hoops Leadership and Confidence Scholarship.
This program is a culmination of a few different things.
10-week course, so 5 mentoring sessions for the Australian players and 5 EQ Mind sessions.
For them to become officials, to become coaches or administrators or leaders in the sport.
She Hoops is an organisation that is just all about empowering women in basketball, and I think being immersed in this environment is really cool.
Ford dealers have backed sport in communities for nearly 100 years. And now, from the Boomers and Opals to Aussie Hoops, your local Ford dealer is proud to support basketball. Because all dreams start somewhere.
Celebrating 50 years of sneakers?
for a delicious dinner that disappears and lets you squeeze in one more episode before bed. Pick up Latina Fresh, Australia's favourite pasta and sauce. Latina, we got the weeknight.
Welcome back to your Thursday night. It's the Perth Lynx in a dominant position in this one, 57-30 at the Bendat Basketball Centre. It's been a hype, this game. It's been a good crowd in, but it's been the Lynx all the first half. They've been firing. They've been amazing. It's been Soa. It's been Atwell. It's been all of them. Offensively, they've been great.
They have. They've been really great offensively, but what I've loved is they've just attacked the glass. They're absolutely smashing the rebounding count. 30-19 for the UC Capitals. And what I think's really got them ahead in this game is they've gotten to the foul line 17 times. 15 of 17 from the foul line, whereas Canberra Capitals just 2 of 3. So Canberra need to go in. They need to really look after their turnovers, get better looks on the offensive end, and then they can just play better defense. And that's that rebounding that they've been giving up, as we see here. Neal just going up for that rebound. They're the second chance points that have really hurt the Canberra Capitals, but the Perth Lynx have capitalised. They played a great half of basketball.
They certainly have, but the Caps, they've had a couple of their glimpses as well on the offensive end, and they've probably got to tighten up defensively, right?
Yeah, they do, and I think they have defended the three-point line relatively well, probably for 15 minutes of that first half, and then they lapsed a little bit. I think they've done it really well, but then it was those second chance points, giving up those offensive rebounds, and they're just cheap baskets for the Perth Lynx. So they're playing really good defense, but then they're just letting themselves down. So they need to come out of this halftime break with a lot more focus, a lot more attention to detail on the defensive end and the rebounding end, and they can bring back this lead.
They certainly can attempt. Well, one thing that's really stood out is their shot attempts have actually had more looks at the basket than the Perth Lynx, right?
They have. They've had 41 to 38 shot attempts, but it's the percentage they're shooting at. Just shooting the field goal at 31% to Perth's 47. And that's because Perth is getting those really easy looks just off the offensive rebound. They've had a lot of points in the paint. They've had 22 points in the paint, but also the UC Caps have had 20 points in the paint. It's probably just those effort things, that foul discipline. We spoke about Charlie Collier. She has the 3 fouls. It's those cheap little looks that sends players to the line just for an easy 2-point shot there.
Collier's been a real tough one for them. Only managed the 6 minutes in this game. Early foul trouble, on to 3 fouls now. When does Paul Gorrie have to take a risk there?
Oh, I think she's going to have to come out and play in the start of this second half, but she's going to have to really protect that 4th foul. She can't get that 4th foul. She's too important to this team. She brings such an inside presence for this Canberra Capitals team. She can score. She's really good on the defensive end, but it's that foul discipline that we spoke about that Charlie Collier needs to pay attention to.
One of my favourite times of the halftime break is we get to take a look at the top 5 plays from the week before.
Wow,
Rochi to the cup for the bursts.
what a great start for Maddie Rochin. Oh, Hillman with the putback, that's going to count.
The Spirit have an opportunity to take the lead. And one! It falls. Samuels at the hoop. Aggressive. Bendigo now have the lead. What a great pass that was. Griffin, now Wickham. Great cross into the middle of the key and one. A fantastic move. I expect nothing more from Wickham.
That was really, really nice. Made it quick, sharp, what a cross.
Perth can have the final shot of the quarter. It's Soa. It's 3! Neela Soa with a much-needed long-range bucket on the stroke of quarter time.
Pretty simple. If the
Now, this is an important one. You may notice today that the players from both teams have a purple band around the top of their singlet. This band is a powerful symbol of support of survivors of domestic violence. This season, the WNBL clubs, athletes and the Players Association have united to raise awareness around this crucial issue. Did you know that 1 in 4 women have experienced violence from a partner? And in 2024, a woman is tragically expected to die every 4 days due to domestic violence. Enough is enough. A life free from violence is possible. When everyone plays a role, real change will happen. Break the silence and stop the violence. As we look to get this second half underway, here's Maley at the top. Wilson now. Sowa. Maley screening and rolling. Sowa with a bit of space to operate. That one falls. Sowa now has 16, opens the account nicely in the second half.
And Canberra Capitals need to come out of this halftime break with just really good defensive intensity and attention to detail. They switched the pick and roll there, but Chantal Horvat just turned her feet at the last minute and nearly was able to get downhill.
Bongi running out of room, back out to Poch, who pulls up for a deep two, but was caught travelling.
And Perth Lynx know what it's like to protect their home floor. They had that tough loss against Bendigo Spirit last week at home, and to get wins at home is so critical. So they've really realised the importance of the moment of this game, and they've come out really strong in this third quarter.
They really do have a fortress being so far away, and obviously these late starts as well. So tough for travelling teams.
Yeah, it is. I mean, you think about the Canberra Capitals, they're playing at 11 p.m. at night right now for them. Their body clock, just one day going ahead isn't enough time to switch on to Perth time. So that's when the Perth Lynx really have to utilise the advantage that they have here.
Hand off, Gorman back to Ami here. Goes underneath. Wasn't quite successful. Sowa found Maley. Baseline jumper. Ami here, offensive glass. Straight up with it. That one missed.
Ami is staying in the possession. She got blocked by Chantal Horvat, but she stayed in the possession to get another rebound for her team. She's doing everything on the offensive glass there.
I think I've been super impressed with her game tonight as well. Is she's been able to adapt to the physicality. Normally she's been in foul trouble early as Collier tries that one. And only the one personal foul tonight, but still managing to play super physical.
Yeah, she has, and she's just kept her composure. We saw last week, I spoke about that. She probably just lost a little bit of her composure on the other end, on the offensive end, excuse me. But this game, she's really just made that adjustment. She's kept her composure. She's read the defense, and she's played according to the defense.
I saw Poch there, looking a little ginger after the contact with Maley. Maley walled up and slammed into her. She battled through. Here receiving at the top. Happy to put the ball to the floor. Now taking on Collier. That one no good. Maley.
Collier did well to stay vertical there and just protect that fourth foul. She's got to be smart in this third quarter.
Gorman with the 3 attempt. Maley and Poch in a tangle. Great battle between those two, Poch and Maley. Two super athletes.
Amazing athletes that go hard at the glass and just get out in transition. So this is an exciting matchup between those two superstars.
Poch only 20 years of age as well. Such a bright future. Was picked 12 in the 24 draft. In the WNBA, here's Collier. Poch looking to drive. Maley came across. Maley pleading a case that she was walling up and she was airborne. Let's take a look at this on the replay.
And Nadia does that so well when she comes off the pick and roll. She has that really good hesitation. So she just lulls the defense into thinking that she's not going to continue on the play, and she's able to attack strong.
She's good with that one. And of course, you play alongside her sister. It was great to see them go head-to-head not too long ago.
Yeah, Manny's another superstar from the Poch family, and she's just a great human with such a bright future, and so lucky that we have her in our club.
Was out of the Dandenong Basketball Club, an institution in basketballs. Maley tried that one, couldn't. Only at a rebound.
Maley probably wishes she had that one back there, but that was a great find.
From the outside, it's good. That's one part of Potcher's game that I've been impressed with. She continues to develop her outside shooting.
Yeah, and that's what she's going to need if she goes to the WNBA this series, as Ali Wilson hits one back on the other end, is that outside shooting. We know that when you go to the WNBA, they're so much more physical, and you need to add that element to her game. So if she can continue to develop that and shoot the ball with confidence, she'll do great over there.
Bongi, great find to Collier. Maley came across, made a great contest. And we're going to see an offensive foul here on Collier.
And that's her 4th foul. It was a great find by Babongi, and Maley did a great job to stay vertical there, as we see on the replay, but it was that last bit of the possession where she just kind of shoved her body and moved her out of the way.
Some great leadership here from Jade Melbourne just to try and calm things down. And
I think that's her 5th foul. I think she just got a technical.
I think that's got to be it. Melbourne tried her best to be a leader and calm it down, but Collier now out the game. That's what you don't like to see. You want to see the superstars out there for as long as possible. Well, that's going to make it mighty tough for this Caps team now.
Yeah, it will. She's such a big inside presence for them, and she needed to keep her composure there. And they need that inside presence. They need that 5-man in there for them. But that's what you have to do. You have to make adjustments. You have to find ways to score. You've got to be adaptable in this league, and we really see the resilience of the Canberra Capitals and what they can produce now.
Pass over the top, just a wayward one. Of course, our leading scorers in this game. Solar with 16, and me here with 13. Me here with the 12 boards as well, and Solar chipping in with a handy 5. Wilson the inbound. Inside looks, Solar just doesn't quite drop it. Me here. Another rebound, another offensive glass for the Lynx. Can they turn it into some more second chance points? And me here again.
Wow.
Offensive rebound, up with it this time, and one. Did it the hard way. And just gave the mean mug after that as well, saying how good was that?
She deserved every bit of that greatness there. Misses the rebound, stays in the play, gets a possession, someone gets a hand on it, keeps in the play, gets another possession, finishes strong, and then goes to the line.
Another offensive rebound, and up with it that time. Maley, Wilson, Gorman, Soward, jab step. Now they'll reset. Wilson on the catch and shoot. Not quite. Tofiano had just a better position there.
And this is where Canberra need to make the adjustment. Annalie, Maley and Amihia are so good on the offensive glass. So you've got to turn and face and block them out. Don't try and fight with them. They're both so athletic. They'll probably out-jump you, and they're really long as well, so they can get hands on these possessions. So the Canberra Capitals need to make that adjustment. Turn and face, make someone else get the rebound, and then let your guards sweep through and ignite your transition.
Poch, Tofiano, Bauer. Again, another tap from me here, doing some more great efforts on the defensive end. And unfortunately turned that one over.
And that's her 4th steal for the game.
Melbourne down the floor. Horvath got in a tangle with a me here, who hit the deck. Poch open. No good. Tofiano battling away. And up with it. Great offensive glass, turning into some points for Tofiano.
And she does this so well off the bench. She just comes in and plays her role. She goes after everything on the offensive glass. She finishes strong. She doesn't need a lot run for her. She just does the little things, and that's going to continually build her confidence in this league and continue her career going forward.
3 rebounds and the 6 points for Tofiano. 4 of those points coming at second chance.
And there she is again, getting her hands on that ball and getting another extra possession for her team.
See the Kiwi national for the New Zealand international team as well. It's in Texas A&M too. Melbourne went up with it, no good. Gorman with the rebound.
And she's becoming quite a serviceable player in the WNBL. I was lucky enough to play with her last year, and she keeps going from strength to strength, as we see, and really get a tip there on the defensive end. But that's what gets you contracts around the world and around the leagues, is being a serviceable player and knowing that when you're called upon, teams can rely on you to do your job.
Hold up. Offensive foul here off ball. It's going to be a turnover for the Caps. Just a moving screen there. Melbourne getting across. Wilson. Mejia will have a brief rest as she checks out of the game. 15 points, 15 rebounds. Atwell, catch and shoot. That's her game. Not on that occasion. Such a quick release as well. Melbourne to Bunga. Great lob pass. Potch.
And we see the Perth Lynx just absolutely packing the paint. They're getting double teaming. Every time the ball goes in, they're sending 2 or 3 players. They're daring them to shoot that 3-point shot.
Wilson almost lost it. Wayward pass. Hobart read it well. Straight to the hoop. Finished well. Wore the contact as well. Was looking for the extra.
And that possession comes from Ella Toffiano once again. She stayed on Ali Wilson. She used her reach. She pressured the ball as we see her help in again. She's doing such a good job on the defensive end, earning those extra possessions for the Canberra Capitals. Melbourne, hard to the rack, no good. Rebound by Morale. Wilson, Atwell, corner. No, not on that occasion. Here's Melbourne. Game's just getting a little bit scrappy here for both teams, and this is where you've just got to settle yourself down as Munga lets one fly.
Right. I think Wilson identified that and just looking to slow play this one. Almost tucking the ball under the arm. Now looking to drive. Corner attempts off the glass and out of court.
It was a good find by Alex Wilson there. She saw an open shooter in the corner as Steph Gorman goes off there, but that's just about, and Alex Wilson does that really well. She realizes the importance of the moments on the game, and the ball had gone up and down quite a few times. It was getting a little bit scrappy, and that's where as a leader, you've got to pull the ball out, realize, okay, we haven't run a good set, and try and run a good possession.
Right now in the key for that extra fine, no good. Here's Wilson. Troy Card. Now Atwell. Potch did well.
Great defense by Potch there. Used her reach.
A forced look. It was in the corner and it was good. Clinch Hoykart nails the triple.
The Canberra Capitals played great defense for the majority of that possession, but Munga just helping off as you probably think you would, seeing Amy Atwell, but she didn't realize that she had a great shooter in Clinch Hoykart, and she was able to get herself going and open her scoring account tonight.
For a quick and easy weeknight dinner that the whole family will enjoy, pick up a family pack of Latina Fresh pasta and sauce. Ready in minutes and so delicious, there won't be any complaints at the dinner table. Find Latina Fresh in a chilled pasta aisle near you. As Meg Jefferson just completed that and one attempt. Great to see her on the floor. Her first points of the game. Soa taking on Babongi. Great drive, good help D as well from Munga. Forced the turnover. Gibson the other way, didn't quite land that. It's offhand, so the Lynx ball.
Munga read that defensive possession really well. She did have Amy Atwell on the side there, but she saw that Mila had her head down and she wasn't looking to pass, and she was able to use her reach.
It's a tough task for this Caps team at the moment as the Lynx continue to get better. Atwell pulling up. Good on that one. Did well underneath the glass. Didn't quite land that. Soa found the ball and had an open lane and finishing off the window. That's now 18 for Soa.
She just knows how to get a bucket. She knows how to score. She uses her body so well and just stays in all the possessions, and she just never gives up on a play.
Bongi driving, denied. Well, finding that one. Great up fake and a beautiful finger roll. Poetry in motion.
Good recognition by Amy Atwell there. Her last 3 shots have been short. She knew they would fall for that up fake and she was able to get on the ring.
Poch did well. Picked up a 2 of her own. Zoa, this time from beyond the arc, no good. Bongi hustling down the floor. Little hezzy, but that one doesn't drop.
And the UC Caps are getting to a bit of a running race with the Perth Lynx now. And this is not their style of game, or the style of game that you want to get into with the Perth Lynx. They've got to settle it down. They've got to run some offense, move the ball through hands, set screens, get the ball inside, get the ball outside, and make the Perth Lynx play defense.
Bongi under siege here, double team. Wilson ends up with it. Here's Atwell for 3. No. You're right, the Caps just have lost a bit of shape in transition at the moment. It's looking a little scrappy from that end. Checking into the game for the first time is Scafidi for the Perth Lynx. He's a development player. Great to see her to come on. Plays for the Coburn Cougars in the NBL 1 West. He's returning from an ACL injury, however. So great to see the DPs getting a run here. In unfortunate circumstances with the lead blown out so much in the 3rd term, but good to see some experience. Tofiano.
Yeah, and this is where, as a young player, this is where you learn to see if you can go in this league, and you've got to get experience and minutes, and you test yourself against the superstars of the league.
Bauer looking to drive. Not quite. Tofiano doing well underneath. Didn't quite get the offensive rebound. Soa straight in transition. Drew the contact. Soa will go to the line for 2.
And you have to find Mila straight away in transition. She's so good at getting out in transition and uses her body so well. So Canberra Capitals just have to pick her up early, make someone else beat them down the floor.
Soa good on that one. 15 seconds left in the 3rd term. It's been pure dominance. 19, so they're 20 to 14 point run in this 3rd term for Bongi. Turns 18 in 12 days, would you believe it? Not quite 18 yet, unable to vote and playing solid minutes in the WNBL.
Yeah, she's a real star of the future and plays with just such wealth of she looks like she just doesn't play young at all. She plays like a vet out there sometimes, but that's a great move there. But she's a star of the future, and if she'll just keep growing from strength to strength, and she'll keep using the experience that she's getting in the league, and we love to see that, you know, Paul Goris has full faith and trust in her playing big minutes.
Yeah, she was a Queensland Player of the Year in 2023. Podge trying the luck, but no good. We're going to take a quick break here. It was another dominant term there by the Perth Lynx. They dominate this one at 77 to 44.
You got to cheer for who you want to win. The signal down
This Thursday night hoops action, the Perth Lynx in a dominant position, leading this one 77 to 44. But you know what, Alice, I've been excited to see this player having a great game tonight, and that's Amy Atwell. The 15 points tonight. She got hot from the three-point town early. Currently sitting at 3 from 8, but great to see her back.
Yeah, she's a player that she's just a superstar of this league, and love to see her back playing and shooting with confidence, and great to see that injury didn't sideline her from last week. But Amy is so deadly from the three-point line, and once she gets going, she gets rolling. But she reads the game so well, as we saw in that last possession. If that three ball isn't working for her, she has that quick, explosive first step so she can get on the rim. But what's been so impressive is 4 players of the Perth Lynx are in double figures here, and that is a winning formula of basketball.
Nice when she gets hot from the outside. Of course, still holds the NCAA record for three-pointers when she was there in Hawaii, and she's such a natural shooter. Great to watch. Here's Maley and me here. So good movement here by the Lynx. Maley, very good, lost that one. Potch looks to go alone, and does. Great finish.
Really crafty move there by Nadia Potch, and this is going to be a real test for the UC Cats to play for your pride and to play in this fourth quarter like your season's on the line, because you don't want to get this out to a blowout even more than it already is.
Three-point attempt, no good. Bongi with the rebound. Move it quickly. Tofiano down low. So good in the post. Another great finish. 8 points now, all in the painted area.
Uses her body so well underneath the rim. She's composed. She's got a nice frame, and she's just able to just lull the defense. She gets them up, raises them up, and finishes strong as Neela lets one fly, and Ella on the rebound there again.
Tofiano came across, made the contest there, but foul against Scafidi.
And when the offense isn't working for you, you've got to do the little things, and Ella's come in this game and just doing all the little things as we see. She's getting after offensive rebounds. You've got to create offense when your offense isn't rolling for you. If you're not shooting the ball well, try and get to the free throw line. If you can't finish inside, find another way to score, or get your teammates involved. Get offensive rebounds, and that's what she's done really well.
Ella trying from the outside, no good. Out of court here, it's going to be Lynx ball. Unfortunate for Jefferson. Also went to the University of Hawaii as well. An alumni with Amy Atwell. Great to see.
That's really cool to have 2 players from the same university.
A great drive, good finish by White. Perth local as well, for Willerton as a junior.
Nice pass by Ella there. She's able to thread the needle.
Media, another rebound. White hand off to Maley. Media just up here waiting. Got it back out to Wilson. 10 on the shot clock. To go to work here, the Lynx outside, no good. Bongi fell in her lap. They look to move it quickly. Bauer. Potch. Open for 3, and it's home. Into the game. And me here have a rest with Annalie Maley as well.
Taking a well-deserved rest, 15 and 16 rebounds. She's been an absolute beast offensively and defensively.
We might not see much of them. They have played 4 games in 7 days. In the corner, no good by White.
That was Gorman there. Just unlucky to see that one not go down.
Here's Wilson. In the drive, does. Circus pass. The outside, no good. Bongi pulls that rebound. Potch. Drives this time. Hand off. Horvath. No good. To move it quickly. Clinchoy card. Now White. Wilson. Every player on the Lynx offense has touched it. Wilson with 4 on the shot clock. No good. Potch.
And they move the ball so well. They just keep the ball off the floor. They just realise that as Bow lets one go, he's unlucky not to see that one go down. But they move the ball quickly so they don't let the defense get set. And that's how they can shoot the ball so confidently and let the ball fly so well.
Scafidi, handoff. Gorman. Foul for a push here. It's going to be against Potch. See if we can catch that on the replay. Just got across there. A little bit of contact on Scafidi.
She didn't need to put her hands on her body there. She's got such great reach. If she just kept her hands out, she would have picked up.
So back on for Wilson. Hand off Gorman. There was the roll. Good feed. Scafidi with a drive. Toviano coming across. Just did enough to negate the shot. Stays out. Potch. Finds a way. Basket just doesn't drop. The Lynx move it quickly. Choi card. Goes all the way. Tofiano coming across.
Once again, Ella. And this is the challenge for this Canberra Capitals team. When you're down, you're on the bottom of the ladder, they're struggling to find rhythm offensively. How do you keep playing? How do you keep playing through these moments and keep fighting for your team, as Ella is continually doing here? Another extra possession for her team.
And Hobart finishes that one. How important are these moments? We're seeing a lot of bench representation in the game. And you're in that position, you're trying to work your way into the starting spot as Sowa heads to the hoop, it's fouled. You're trying to find your way into the starting lineup. How important are these moments?
Oh, they're huge. You want to impress your coach every single day. You just never know who he's watching. Basketball, it's a professional sport. It's a sport that you can chop and change in different teams, or different coaches can see something that they like in your game, and you never know who is watching around Australia or even around the world to get opportunities overseas or abroad. So that's where you've got to realise that you just can't give up on any single possession, and coaches want players who never give up, who can play through really tough moments. It shows character, it shows resilience, it shows leadership for your team and yourself. So that's what this next generation, they need to keep doing, is just keep showing that they're resilient and that they can be coachable as well.
Both of those dropped. Sowa now has 21 for the game. Dowler. Tofiano. Now Tofiano, one on the shot clock. That shot had to go up. It does from distance. Jefferson, no good on that one. Morale here caught. Hands off Scafidi. It's going to be Cap's ball. Manga gives Bobby a high five. Says great work. A timeout on the floor. Foot Locker is celebrating 50 years of sneakers. Celebrate 50 years and the current hoop season by grabbing the latest kicks and apparel at your nearest Foot Locker, the official major.
Hodge has been good. She shot the ball with confidence, and their starters haven't starred. Jade, it hasn't been probably her offensive night, and Collie with those fouls, but that gives the opportunity for your bench players to step up and for someone else to step up in the absence of that. And that shows your coach, hey, when things are down and we can't find our flow or our offensive rhythm, who can I turn to put on the court that's going to give me their 110% effort and fight for this team?
Again, it's It'll be a tough weekend for the Caps. They have Adelaide next up on the Sunday. They have had an 8-day break though. Tofiano, Munga, catch and shoot. No good. So moving the ball down the floor quickly. 3 attempt, no good. So ends up with it. Now looking to drive, ran out of room. Foul committed.
I don't mind that foul by Ella. She kept her. She had Mila, who's got her probably on foot speed. She stayed with her. She just probably put her arm in right at the end, but I don't mind that foul. I think that's an effort play by Ella. She was able to stay in the possession.
So
and with this group of the Canberra Capitals, they can switch every single pick and roll, but don't leave the player. They can switch the pick and roll as they have, and they can force shot clock violations. They've got to use their reach, their length, their athleticism, and they've got to hustle. You've got to create plays when things aren't working for you on the offensive end.
Sideline ball here for the Caps. Jefferson to inbound. Bongi, Munga, Bauer, extra pass. Bongi firing. High arcing shot off the window, no good.
And something Michelle Timms taught me when I played for her back in the Bullying Boomers days is your first, and Tom Maher, is your first open when you catch the ball. And we saw there India Boa, she was probably a little bit too unselfish, but she was open on that possession. Then she made the next pass to Babongi, and she wasn't open. So sometimes just the best offense is shooting it when you're open to shoot it.
So foul to the line for two. Can that stem for a little bit with their role in the team? Because we're seeing now that they're on the floor all together. Someone's got to stand up and be the shooter.
For sure, because you've got bench players that are on who are generally role players, but at this point in time when their offense has been struggling, they're not shooting the ball at a really high percentage, that's when you've got to take your chances and you've got to let it fly. No, it hasn't probably been Indy's shooting night tonight, but you've just got to keep backing yourself, and then you'll see one fall, and then you keep getting that momentum. But when the game is like this, you just got to keep shooting and keep believing in yourself and trusting your work.
It's been a hard-fought victory here for the Lynx. They do have a 7-day break now, but they'll take on the Bendigo Spirit next as Tofiano goes to the line and gets the extra. They play the Spirit. They travel to Victoria. It'll be next Thursday. That's going to be another great game. It was a good one, separated by 6 points only last Thursday.
Hopefully they can tie them out because we play them on the Sunday, so they'll get them running.
You heard that from Koenig Spirit. You make sure you run the Lynx.
I want Lynx to run the Spirit. We play the Spirit.
Sorry, apologies. Got that the wrong way. Soa. Back to Soa. I go into the corner. 5 seconds on the shot clock. That has been one positive. The Caps haven't really made the Lynx work for it in the late stages of this one. Munga, no good. Babongi crushing the glass well. Lob pass to Tofiano, who was underneath. Got it back.
Rebound. Great job by Alla. And I think Paul Goris would be really impressed with his second line here on his bench. They've come out with no fear, and they're just playing hard. They're fighting for every single possession. Is it pretty? No, but they're scrapping, they're getting after it, and they're trying to keep their spot on this team and keep getting minutes.
Well, 24 bench points for the Caps. Tofiano leads that with 11. Well, you're right, it's been such a roll tonight. Super impressive.
And it's hard to do as a bench person. You see your starters play so many minutes, and a lot of the time you are sitting on the bench and getting cold, and then when your number is called upon to come out and start, it can be really hard. And sometimes your role isn't to be that scoring threat because you're normally a role player. So switching that mindset to, hey, what does our team need? What can I do to help our team right now? It can be a really hard thing to do.
Just over 2 minutes left. Soa with ball in hand. Great pick and roll action. Kick out. Doesn't fall. White doing well here. Jump ball. Jefferson ripped that away. It will be Caps possession.
And the Caps have done a really good job at defending the three-point line. We know that the Perth Lynx are a really great shooting team, generally shooting at that 30-35%. Just shooting the three ball at 22%, but they've found other ways to score, which the Canberra Capitals need to stop.
Hold up. The Bongi. Hold up. Down low, Jefferson. 4 on the shot clock. It's going to be a tough look for Hobart. Pulling up, deep 2 if it falls. It's off the iron and out of court. Great crowd in the house tonight at Bendat Basketball Arena. Obviously, Perth love their basketball. Show out in their red. Soa driving. Couldn't quite finish. Another set of second chance points. That's 19 second chance points as Teach Morale finishes that one.
And the Perth Lynx with 21 offensive rebounds as Ella Topiano gets another one of herself, but 21 offensive rebounds to the 12 of the QC Capitals.
15 now for Topiano, the second top scorer for the Caps. Potch ahead of her with 18, and Chantel Hobart had 12. Really has been a great performance from your ex-teammate.
Yeah, she's just such a hard worker. She does all the little things. She never complains. And it's really been great to see her growth coming from Townsville and what she was able to do and just keep growing from game to game. So super happy for her. Wish her nothing but the best in her career.
Bongi for 3, and it's good. That was deep too.
That's her first score for the game, so she'd be super happy and relieved to see that 3 ball go down.
Only a second attempt from the outside, and the form on that one, I'm sure she'll be encouraged to take more. Soa. Final stages of this game. Back out to the top, turnover. Bongi chasing. The shot clock violation. 10 seconds left in this one. Moments away. Yeah. Hobart. 2 on the clock. Down low, Jefferson. And there it is, the Perth Lynx. They get one back. They lost 2, now they win. It'll be great for them. They just came out with a vengeance tonight. They were too big, too strong for the Caps.
Yeah, they played a really great game of basketball. Way to respond from the Perth Lynx. That we know that they wouldn't have been happy from last week's performances and dropping those 2 games. And we spoke about the importance of winning at home and getting those home wins. And it is really hard to play in Perth. You've got the time difference. It's a really good crowd there. They shoot the ball really well. It's like they're shooting into hula hoops, but a lot to be happy with there. Amir Hay was great for them. She was super efficient on the board. She was everywhere on the defensive end. Great to see Amy Outwell get herself going, and it'll be interesting to see how this Canberra Capitals team responds against Adelaide on the weekend.
Yeah, it was a big first quarter. They won that one 20-10. Their second quarter was super impressive. They put up a massive 37 in that second term as they started to score at will. Wilson got on fire there for a little moment, but it was great to see Atwell back in action. And it was just a team effort. They had 4 scorers, all in double digits. Atwell with 15, Amir with 15, Wilson with 10, and Soa, of course, with 24. It was brilliant. Not only did Soa drive the ball, but she shot it really well as well.
Yeah, she did. She plays with such confidence, and we spoke about how she is really crafty and she just finishes really well. She gets after it on every single possession, and she pushes the ball. She ignites the break for this team. But I think what really hurt the Canberra Capitals today was that rebounding count and those turnovers. 63 to 46 on the rebounding count. But good to see Nadia Poch and Ella Tofiano get going, Chantal Horvat. Now it's how do we regroup? How do we bounce back? They've got a big game against Adelaide. We know that Adelaide will be looking to get back on the winners list on Sunday, for Sunday's game. So how do we regroup? How do we bounce back? And that's what makes a great team and great leaders moving forward.
I don't think we're going to see this too many times this season. Tofiano, the 15 points and 10 rebounds, double-double off the bench. A brilliant effort and all done in only 21 minutes.
Yeah, incredible by Ella Tofiano. I've just sung her praise, and I hope I continually sing her praise. She just keeps growing from week to week, and she does all the little things. It's not always pretty, but she just does what's needed for the team, and that's what they didn't have tonight from the UC Caps. So she, in the absence of Charlie Collier, who got those early fouls and then was fouled out of the game, Ella was able to step up, and I'm sure Paul Gross would be really impressed with what he saw. If Charlie isn't giving you the minutes that you want, we can put Ella in. We feel confident that we can put her in, and she'll be really productive, and she was super productive with her minutes tonight.
Of course, our player of the game was Mila Sowa. She was super impressive. The 24 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists. Let's take a look at some of her highlights. Again, just great on the dribble. Was able to really stack points together inside and outside.
Yeah, we know she is so good at stacking points. She's a professional bucket getter, just as we see there. She uses her body so well when she's driving. She's crafty. She shoots the ball with confidence, as I said. And she rebounds the ball well. She shoots at a really great clip. She's able to get to the foul line as well, shooting that at a great clip too. Few assists in there. Just a great all-round performance by Mila once again.
Yeah, super effort, 24 points and the 7 rebounds as well, playing at that one spot. She's been super good and in career best form at the moment too. Continuing to score is the Perth Lynx top leading scorer. Let's take a look at the rest of the schedule. The Spirit take on the Fire, that top 4 clash. That's going to be a great one. Geelong will take on the Flames as the Flames head to Melbourne. But now this battle becomes interesting. The Adelaide Lightning taking on the UC Caps. UC Caps will look to bounce back after this shocking loss.
Yeah, they've really got to turn inwards and realize and think, okay, how do we want the rest of our season to go? Yes, it's probably not going the way that we wanted, but we've got to play for our pride. This is when we spoke about the resilience, the character of a person, the character of a team. How do we find ways to win? How do we find ways to stay together there? They're a talented team. They're young, they're long, they play with confidence. It's about just stacking moments and stacking days, and we know that Adelaide will want to bounce back, but also Canberra, they'll be looking to bounce back. I think it's going to be a really exciting game on Sunday.
Well, thank you very much for joining us tonight. It's been a